We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Dallas multipass. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup.
Actually, what's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe. I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy. What do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. Why you stunting on the block? You can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in the cell.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Colts take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and 5. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Jalen Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. What's up? And pressure gets to him again.
Derek Hall,
he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
on is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's taken to the 26. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. You look at this Colt defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
That's pretty right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there's good coverage there.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Indianapolis.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Colts first down.
He'll drop to throw.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. Remember, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 49-yard line.
Warriors 70. 70 Lions.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Mustang 19. Come on. Ready?
They'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And boy, a good surge defensively. Able to pin on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Roll. Get up. No. 70.
They'll try and sneak it here. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember, with what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Seahawks, first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Ready.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 45-yard line.
Back to throw here.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Pierce.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll go with a keeper. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Drop 60. Drop 60. 70 ranges. 70. Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now back to throw.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Seahawks 27, Colts 8.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Tough spot here, third down and 11.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And the Colts first down.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Third down and 1.
This time he'll look to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Adonai Mitchell
from a yard out.
And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead. As we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Back to throw now on first down.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. 16. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Ernest Jones
coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll try and do this himself.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Colts on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is third down and 12.
He'll try and do this himself. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they have to be feeling pretty good, comfortable.
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Torrey Horton becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Richardson.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Cougar 19. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Two. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
So the victory here